That's right, Leanne. We're talking about something that affects all of us, or affects all of us on a daily basis. And I think actually right now there are some people sitting in traffic thinking, oh my word, I need to get out of this. I need to go to work. It's about that GPS that gets you out of those traffic situations. I'm joined this morning by Don Hendricks from TomTom South Africa. It's great to have you here. And I think it's been something that's kind of been plaguing my mind. I got my very first GPS, I think, when I got my car in university. My mom bought me the GPS. Thanks, Mom. And I was always thinking, is this the best GPS for me to have right now? How do you choose a good GPS?
Well, I think when you're in the market for a new GPS, there's always a few questions you need to answer yourself.
Yeah.
You're only going to use it in South Africa. You want to use it in the rest of the world as well. You want a small screen, a big screen, a medium screen. You also want to use your GPS as a Bluetooth car kit. If you travel a lot and you're often stuck in traffic, then you might be in the market for a traffic-enabled device.
All right.
And then last but not least is the question, do you want to use a dedicated device, or do you want to use the application on your smartphone or maybe on your tablet as well? So I think once you have...
All right, so dedicated device, meaning it's actually a GPS that's meant to be a GPS, otherwise, as opposed to, let's say, like you said, using your phone with an application on it.
Absolutely.
Okay, so take us through some of the ones that you have here.
Well, we took some of the products with us, and I'll quickly run through it. I mean, this is the TomTom Start. It is actually the entry-level navigation. It's for people that are in the market for their first time, you know, taste of navigation. It's very simple. It has a simplified menu as well. It comes with 10 Southern African countries, so it looks very small, but there's a whole lot of technology in there.
Yeah.
And this is also the TomTom that we are using in the new Dial Direct campaign.
Oh, yes?
So people that are in the market for a new comprehensive vehicle car insurance, they'll get the TomTom Start 2 included in their insurance policy. With Dial Direct.
That's pretty cool.
It's a new campaign, so it will run for a period of 3 months. And the reason why they did it is that there was an independent survey, and that survey actually showed that people that use the navigation, they will get faster from A to B, so they will spend less time in traffic, and if you spend less time in traffic, there's less risk to be involved in an accident. And that's why they're actively promoting the use of a TomTom navigation whilst driving.
That's brilliant. Okay, cool. That's a nice little motivation there.
So the second one, and that's actually the latest one. If you compare the screen sizes, you know, this is the 6-inch screen.
Can you watch a movie on that?
Yeah. Well, this is the biggest navigation you will find in the market at the moment. It's for people that drive, you know, bigger cars.
Yes.
It's for people that, you know, we say the more elderly people, you know, that really want to focus on the screen itself. I mean, this screen will give you everything you need.
Yeah.
It's the biggest one you'll have in the market.
I mean, you can even see the trees that are actually currently growing on the road right there.
Absolutely. So that's the latest 6-inch navigation we have. We also have, this is our high-end model. This is the Go 1005. So you see it's a 5-inch screen, it's in between. And this device comes, for example, with TomTom AG Traffic. We developed our own traffic service. The problem was that the existing traffic services in South Africa were only covering the main roads.
Yes.
And we wanted to have traffic information that was covering main and secondary roads. So what we did is we partnered up with the biggest tracking company in South Africa. And we asked them if we could, you know, follow their vehicles anonymously. They've got 250,000 cars that travel every single day.
Yes.
So if we can see where these cars are driving and where they're standing still, we know exactly where the traffic jams are. So if we project that information on our maps, we can tell you exactly on all main and secondary roads if there's a traffic jam, yes or no. And what is the fastest way to get from A to B?
Yeah.
Especially, you know, with the e-tolling system coming up, people will start using those secondary roads more and more. And I think TomTom AG Traffic device is the right thing to have.
A big question I have, one of the worst experiences I've had with the GPS is I had to drive to Witbank, somewhere in Witbank, in the Gauteng area, or Limpopo, wherever it is, and my geography is messed up. But I was driving in the middle of the night, and the GPS took me to a spot that was in the middle of nowhere, right? So you're saying that with this technology that TomTom uses, it covers so much more that at least, you know, you will know where you are at a given time, you know, in your travel.
Well, I think that's the nice thing about navigation. I mean, the device always knows where you are because we use GPS, the global positioning system.
Yes.
There's 24 satellites, you know, all around the world, and we use them to determine where you are. So whether you're in the middle of Limpopo, KwaZulu-Natal, this device will always tell you where you are and where you need to go. So.
Quickly tell me about this last one, very fancy little watch-looking thing.
This is a new project that we did together with Nike.
Yeah.
So this is our first taste of sports navigation. So it's a GPS-enabled watch. So when you're running, so you can just do your run. You come home, you connect your watch to the computer, and then you can see exactly how fast you've been running, where you've been running, and you can compare it with your friend who did exactly the same track the day before.
Yeah.
So you can actually, you know, without running together, you can still figure out who's the fastest of the two.
Very, very cool. Don, thank you so much, and congratulations on that campaign with Direct.
Thank you very much.
Well, if you want more information on all these products and how to use them, you can go onto our expressoshow.com website. Right now, we're going to navigate our way into an ad break, and hopefully you find your way right back here in a few minutes.
Switch to Dial Direct and get a TomTom included with your comprehensive vehicle insurance.